Discover the world-leading nation in saunas. This country, covered by a blanket of ice for most of the year, takes pride in having the highest sauna density per area. With an approximate population of 5.3 million, it's astonishing to find over 3 million saunas here, which means nearly one sauna for every 2 inhabitants. It's rare to come across a residence in Finland without this feature. Besides homes, you'll find saunas in offices, commercial buildings, and even in unexpected forms, like in cabins on the famous Skywheel Ferris wheel located in Helsinki. Sauna is an essential ritual in daily life here, to the extent that it's common to hold corporate meetings in these relaxing spaces. Finland not only stands out for its saunas, but is also renowned for its happiness, being voted the happiest nation in the world for 6 consecutive years in annual happiness reports. This title of happiness is not coincidental. If you're planning to move to this Scandinavian country, prepare for a journey filled with discoveries in a place where the northern lights dance in the sky and the forests seem like they're straight out of a fairy tale. Situated in the far north of Europe, surrounded by the Baltic Sea, Finland is celebrated for its stunning nature, rich culture, and a life filled with contentment. Living here is an ideal for many seeking a higher quality of life, social equality, and a preserved natural environment. The reasons for the superior happiness of Finns encompass various aspects, including remarkable income equality, a robust social support network, extensive freedom of choice, and an exceptionally low corruption index. The local population firmly believes that the secret to happiness in Finland lies in mutual trust among citizens and respect for the authorities. Transparency and security are cornerstones of this society. In an OECD study that analyzed income inequality in 44 countries, Finland ranks among the top, demonstrating a correlation between happiness and lower inequality. This country not only excels in this regard, but also features in over 100 global rankings of social and economic success, surpassing even its neighbor Norway. Furthermore, Finns are renowned for their passion for peculiar and fun competitions. A notable example is the curious and rather unusual sport of mobile phone throwing, perhaps inspired by the legendary durability of Nokia phones, a brand originating from this nation. This competition, which began in the early 2000s, is a symbol of Finland's unique and good-humored culture. In Finland, there is a peculiar sporting tradition that combines fun, sustainability, and a love for the outdoors. In Savonlinna, annually, they hold a competition as strange as it is thrilling, the throwing of old cell phones. The current impressive record is a throw that reached over 110 meters. And as for mosquitoes? Well, during the peak of the Finnish summer, there's a battle against these insects. The goal is simple: eliminate as many mosquitoes as possible. Some participants even avoid bathing for several days before the event to attract more mosquitoes. When it comes to soccer, Finns have a unique version: swamp soccer. Here, players strive to kick the ball while sinking into the mud. And for something even more unusual, there's the Yukon Kanto, better known as the wife-carrying race. Husbands must carry their wives, who must weigh a minimum of 49 kilograms, through an obstacle course as fast as possible. The prize? The weight of the winning wife in beer. Finland is full of these bizarre and surprising competitions. While taken seriously, the spirit is always one of fun and a deep connection with nature. What is most surprising are the preferences for activities performed without clothes. An example of this is the competition known as Naku Kimpi, which consists of a 10-kilometer race where participants must be completely naked. This unusual race has been held since 2014 in Padasjoki, a region further south in the country, crossing a forest and other less urban areas of the small town. However, the boldness doesn't stop there. Finland has also earned a place in the record books for a rather peculiar feat: the country with the highest number of people simultaneously swimming naked in one location, with a total of 789 participants in this extravagant event that took place during a music festival. When it comes to music, Finland boasts one of the largest concentrations of heavy metal fans in the world. The country is home to some of the most renowned heavy metal bands, and the local population takes deep pride in this music style and the achievements associated with it. However, in contrast to the intensity of heavy sound, Finns also value silence. One of the national sayings goes, "Silence is golden, speech is silver." Casual conversations outside of social contexts among close friends are virtually non-existent. The Kamppi Chapel, also known as the Chapel of Silence, symbolizes the appreciation for this tradition. Located in the center of Helsinki, the capital of the country, the chapel was built in a secluded, noise-free location, providing a peaceful refuge amidst the city's hustle and bustle for people to find moments of tranquility. In Finland, social interaction is often more reserved than in other cultures, and Finns tend to value tranquility. If you're a visitor, you might be surprised by the silence on public transportation. Finland is committed to sustainability, with plans to have 75% of its vehicle fleet electric by 2030. Saunas, frequented by nude individuals, are an important aspect of Finnish culture. While Finns may appear distant in public, they are surprisingly open in these intimate spaces. The sauna is more than just a place to relax and purify the body and mind. It's an essential part of Finnish identity. Proverbs like, "Behave in the sauna as if you were in church," illustrate the reverence Finns have for this tradition. A sauna reveals a lot about how Finns relate to their body, nature, family, and work. Many say that Finland can only be truly understood through the sauna. However, Finland has much more to offer and surprise, thanks to the natural spectacle of the Northern Lights. This place is also known as the Land of the Midnight Sun. This phenomenon can be observed in the country during the summer months, when there are plenty of activities to enjoy. In the winter, the days are very short. In the southern part of the country, December days have only 6 hours of daylight. During this time, in the northern Lapland, darkness prevails, and the sun does not rise above the horizon. It's in this part of Lapland that you'll find Santa Claus's homeland. Located near the Arctic Circle, in the charming city of Rovaniemi, is his village, a magical place where it's always Christmas. It's one of the most visited places in Finland. Its nature stands out, as the Finnish territory is comprised of 74% forests, and its beautiful landscapes are home to 188,000 lakes. This, along with other factors, explains why Helsinki, its capital, has some of the cleanest air in the world. Helsinki is the first choice for many expatriates. The city offers a fascinating blend of history, culture, and contemporary urban life, with many parks and a strong emphasis on education. It's also a popular choice for families and individuals seeking professional opportunities, although it is the most expensive city to live in Finland. However, costs can vary depending on one's lifestyle. To live in Finland, an individual needs to spend approximately 1,000 euros per month, excluding rent. This amount is quite high when compared to the rest of Europe. However, incomes tend to be adequate for a good quality of life. There is no law that specifies a minimum wage. Therefore, this amount can vary depending on the area, profession, and geographical region. Nevertheless, the general minimum wage in Finland is over 2,200 euros per month, one of the highest in the world, which promotes the well-being of its population. If you intend to rent a simple apartment in the capital, be aware that it will cost starting from 750 euros, and food and drinks are approximately 20% more expensive than in European Union countries. Finnish cuisine is primarily based on fish, with salmon and potatoes being prominent. But there's a chance to try smoked reindeer pizza, which is quite typical there. Basically, a person considered poor in this country has the same rights as a wealthier individual. Did you know that traffic fines in Finland are based on your salary? The most famous case is that of Anders Claus. The Finnish entrepreneur fined 121,000 euros for driving 32 kilometers per hour above the speed limit on the road. You can find out how much every citizen earns in Finland because the government publishes everyone's tax returns every November. Speaking of which, these taxes are high. They are among the highest in the world and can go up to 55% depending on your income. A significant portion of your salary goes to taxes in this Nordic land. However, according to a 2019 survey conducted by the Tax Administration, 80% of Finns are content to pay their taxes as they see a return on that money in the form of benefits and infrastructure in the country. Short on cash and without a place to sleep? No problem. There is a law in Finland called every man's right, or right of every man. This rule allows you to camp anywhere in the country without being disturbed or expelled by anyone, except on private properties, of course. Here's an interesting fact. Finland is a remarkably safe country. Peace reigns everywhere. Even in metropolises like Helsinki, the sense of security is palpable, and this is not due to the severity of its law enforcement and punishments. In fact, Finland has, according to the European Union Statistics Office, one of the lowest police-to-population ratios on the continent, with 140 officers for every 100,000 people. Military service is mandatory for men when they reach 18 years old. They undergo intensive training during the harsh winters, simulating conflicts on their borders. For 108 years, Finland was part of the Russian Empire, gaining its independence after World War I. The two countries had several conflicts over the years. However, during the Soviet era, following a Stalin invasion, the country signed a peace treaty, which resulted in the sale of the Karelia region to the Soviets. This year, Finland was officially admitted as the 31st member of NATO, representing a significant change in the security of Northern Europe. In Finland, the average life expectancy is 82 years, and Finns have a public healthcare system where the user contributes with a minimal fee for all services used. A curious fact is that Finland is considered one of the most liberal countries in the world, according to a study by Bradley University in the United States. This takes into account various factors, such as the average number of sexual partners for Finns, the duration of relationships, among other criteria. With the lowest population density in Europe, tidy, well-structured cities, and above all, quieter compared to others around the world, Finns are serene people, a bit shy, and sometimes even reserved. This doesn't imply that they don't appreciate genuine friendships. They are welcoming and love a sauna and outdoor activities in their stunning landscapes. Certainly, the land of 1,000 lakes has cultivated various fascinating cultural aspects, making it a must-visit place to understand the reasons that have led them to be considered the happiest in the world, even when happiness is subjective and can be interpreted in various ways. Leave your like and your comment, and don't forget to activate the notification to be informed whenever we have new videos. Until the next video.